have Wednesday, Thursday off next week too, so we can. My dates off are set.
So,
I'm
like,
good for next week too.
how often are you guys wearing shoes without socks?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Like, what if you got to go outside to the mailbox, right?
Slides.
All right.
I
Slides, yeah,
put my
slides.
Crocs on without socks to go down to the lobby.
That makes sense.
Who
If
did
I-
that?
It does. Well, if I gotta go down, one of the benefits, I guess, of me being in an apartment building now is like, if I gotta go down to my mailbox, it's still in the building. I just don't wear shoes. I'm just in my socks. Bro.
Ew.
What are you talking? Just in my socks.
You can't be telling the truth.
What? It's all carpet.
It's not. It's public area.
What? There's a lady that comes here, cleans it every week.
It doesn't matter. That's
She cruises.
horrible.
That's just not true.
Katie, how much money would you have to get for you to walk down the street barefoot? Like a
That's
whole
different,
block.
though.
Like a whole
That's
block.
different.
Like a whole block.
$10 million.
$10 million?
Jesus.
That's got to be capped.
I'm an Asian person. I don't wear shoes in my house. I don't wear like if I wear slippers, I'm not wearing slippers into the bathroom. I'm not going outside of my house without shoes on. I don't understand.
So you just had to bring race into it, huh?
I did because
All right. All right. We're starting the show, Katie. We're not doing this, Katie.
I
We're
see
not
certain
doing this,
types
Katie.
of people.
We're
and
bringing
they're
Oh,
wearing
race into this. We're
shoes.
not doing it.
No, sir, you cannot.
Did you just think of those
Alright.
poop particles floating around on the
Alright,
floor?
ladies
Yes,
and gentlemen.
do.
All right.
It's all about the poop.
It's all about the poop.
It's time to play make believe.
Yeah,
Oh,
Katie's already
You
started thinking poop particles flying everywhere.
jeez.
Are.
Let's go ahead and recap where we are. First of all, welcome back to the RPG show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the RPG show.
Thanks,
It's your
bud.
favorite dungeon master's least favorite dungeon master, TITOKMF. That's me. And I'm here with all of my friends here. Let's go ahead and recall what happened last time with the now donned and minted Booty Gang. Let's talk about where we are. Previously, you guys had basically officially completed kind of your first set of missions and trials and are now kind of beginning your journey, as it will, as newly minted members of the Golden Vault. This, for lack of a better term, this completely secret organization designed to use criminal activity to right injustices that have happened throughout the world, and specifically to take on requests that are seen a little bit too dangerous, and for people who can't afford mercenary work, the less fortunate, the common person. All of you, for different reasons, have decided to band together here in Skybreak City, underneath the roof of an apartment building built on top of a butchery called the Cut Above, where all of you live and work, fight and train. And along the way, you have met a lot of really vital pieces of your operation. Not the least of which is your handler, who recently divulged a lot of information to you, told you a little bit about herself, but specifically about a previous experience as she herself removed herself or kind of from the equation, actually submitted a request for her own, I guess, for lack of a better term, benefit. She has a job for you, and not only as your handler, but as a customer, as a client. Her previous adventuring party or band of thieves were sent to retrieve and secure a magical artifact that had been stolen from her father by one of the other researchers that had worked there, the Celestial Codex, a very powerful magical tome that, for all intents and purposes, is still very much shrouded in mystery. Upon that, her troop was, by the handler's own admission, maybe a little under-equipped to deal with the magnitude of what the mission ended up being. And it being her first kind of rodeo, she was not prepared to really do her job either, into guiding them into jobs she knows they can handle. They never returned. They were marked as KIA or MIA. And yes, very very poggers for her previous party died. Big poggers. Big poggers on her party. Big poggers in the YouTube comments because her party died. And so, trusting all of you and seeing what you all have done, she requested you all, hopefully her judgment is better this time, as she requests your travel to a location, specifically the mansion of the man or the family who had taken this. Marcos Delphi is the individual who had taken this particular tome, and the Delphi mansion, the Delphi estate, just outside of Skybreak, in one of the more residential, kind of still on the outskirts, definitely outside of the city. As you all know, in Skybreak, it is a kind of double or triple tiered city that surrounds a mountain that has been hollowed out. Where the city center is where all the government buildings are, museums, art industry, kind of protected from the elements. And as you get further and further out, you get to a more rustic, more brutal, more grounded residential areas, until you get to kind of the quote unquote suburbs, these more residential areas that kind of stretch out miles and miles outside of the city proper, of Skybreak proper, but are still well within the jurisdiction of Skybreak. The Delphi Mansion is just a simple day's travel away by via the van, and you all are inevitably throughout a myriad of decisions and research. Some of you, including Gunter, done extensive research trying to understand this magical force that you guys seem to all be entangled with, and including a different book and different pages, but you're not necessarily sure where that's from. Some of you pursued personal development, whether it be fighting with your neighbor, or whether it be training your skills and your passions with a world-renowned mentor, or even just getting closer and learning more about your landlord himself, Mr. Rodre, and his daughter Locke, who has now picked up residence and opened up the deli section of this particular butchery. Not quite open just yet, as all of you packed into the van and then departed for the Delphi Mansion, a days or so travel from the city of Skybreak. Particularly useful here, pieces of information as you all approached. You were given kind of an idea of, hey, you might want to park the van outside, about a mile or so out, and approach by foot, as it can be kind of dangerous for a multitude of reasons. So, heeding the warnings from the handler, you all find a great place in a hidden alcove to park the van, and then you all inevitably begin to march out on foot. As you approach the Delphi Mansion. You are all kind of walking through the forest and can see it as it sits on top of a large multi-dozen acre estate on top of a hill, but it is surrounded by great strong trees to act as kind of a natural barrier between the estate and the surrounding farmland, which definitely could be farmland and is definitely not being used for farmland. It's being used only for decoration, as a lot of as this clearly is contributing to some of the food shortages that are happening in Skybrick itself. You all approach and enter the forest outside, about maybe a quarter mile, or maybe even a fifth of a mile outside the mansion proper gate. And as you all approach, it is you, Gummy, who seems to be kind of lost in thought, specifically talking about, how you're going to schedule the next couple of shows, given the fact that you are now on this other job. You and you are met with another a voice of a woman as you begin, and you kind of pull out your little notepad and your little handwritten schedule to figure out the different slots for the different gigs around Skybreak that you actually have been getting a fair amount of gig play lately. You have been able to, being home a little bit more than usual, actually, especially since Nueva Lambasta, the Nueva Lambasta job, the Afterlife job. You've been home a little bit more, so you've been able to make a little bit more rounds, become a little bit more familiar with the promoters and the owners. So you've been actually being able to get a pretty steady string of gigs. But as you all know, with any performer, one day off is just another person's opportunity to get a gig that you would otherwise get. So you're standing there, or even floating there, as you look at your little thing, and you hear a voice next to you, and you are completely comfortable here, just kind of talking out loud. Yeah. I mean, if he takes Friday, I mean, you could take Saturday.
Saturday night.
Well, do you do the matinee?
I can do the matinee.
Yeah, because I think the matinee. I mean, you'll probably
is.
You turn, and all of you turn, and you see.
Okay, no. Okay, I was going along with the bit, but I saw this fucking emote.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
All right.
You all, you all turn, and or you specifically turn and see, basically, for lack of a better term, a dismembered, floating head of a woman, of a woman kind of apparating, long blonde hair, kind of halfway tucked behind one ear, kind of flowing, her face a little bit scuffed up, but still, the neck kind of stops at the neck as it kind of apparates in the air. Just no gore, just kind of floats there. As you all see this kind of, and it's kind of illuminated by kind of like a somewhat blue aura around it. As you see Gummy still kind of talking, not even really looking at the head, she goes, yeah. No,
the
I'm
matinee,
sorry.
The drinks and brewskis, burger palooskies, that could work. That could work. I'm not usually not for matinee, but I'm not doing anything.
Well, I mean, I just think that if you're really serious about this, you should expand your audience. So, like, matinees are going to get different crowds, and you might get fans. We're in the business of getting fans now, so it's like
we are in the business.
I'm seeing your pretty busy schedule. I just really think it's.
Do we see?
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah, you see him talking with this dismembered, like, floating head. It's like right over his shoulder. Like, you all see and hear it very.
Most of our jobs at night.
Yeah.
We do most of it at night.
Well, the thing is, are you going to be? Because you don't want to get booked for a double. So if you do the Saturday,
I don't. That's true. I don't want double. So maybe I should. Maybe I can the Saturday. I'm talking here. Maybe we can the Saturday.
Who are you talking to? Who is that?
What do you mean?
Talking to you.
I'm thinking out loud. Someone's responded, but I'm thinking out loud.
She kind of turns and goes, "No, you're not." Oh, hi.
Anyway, Tuesday evening,
yeah. So
time out.
I got it at Bartholomew.
Huh?
Who? I'm sorry. Who are you?
You guys see the head kind of pull out from behind Gummy's small frame. You see the hair kind of flows past where the neck would end. Still a blue kind of almost kind of like a light royal blue hue. occasionally emanates from the entirety of the form. She goes, "Oh, hi. My name is Elra Lionheart. How are you?"
I'm good. You know, can't complain. May I ask what you're doing?
Okay, huh? Okay, I don't know which one to answer.
No, her. Answer her.
Okay. What am I doing here? That's a great. I don't really know where else to go. I've been here for a while. I think. I don't know. Sounds weird, you know.
Please don't take this the wrong way, but
huh?
Are you dead?
Oh yeah, for sure. That I know.
Oh,
I remember that.
may I ask what happened to you?
Yeah. Well, she kind of turns and like takes like a deep breath, and you can almost see like her like do like the neck motion as if to like her shoulders are all the way up, and then takes a breath down, but like there's no shoulders. She goes, "Hey, all right."
Well, that was weird.
Well, my companions and I were trying to retrieve a book, and that didn't go well. So that's kind of my bad. So I think this is like a you can't move on to the next side unless you resolve all your, I don't know.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because we're actually here for something called the Celestial Codex. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, that sounds pretty familiar. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, well, maybe, we can help each other. You can give us some insight on what happened, what we should do, what went wrong, and then maybe if we retrieve the codex, you can
Wait, why are you here?
move on. Well, to do what you guys didn't do to get the codex.
We're the replacements.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I take it that means that no one else made it. Right.
Change this
How many people were in your party?
It was 4. Well, not including our handler. It was 4. She wasn't here.
Wednesday.
And you're the only one that
could be good.
Ended up in this condition?
Back to Gary's Tavern.
I have a... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. This is really bugging me. Okay, so if you if you take the matinee on Saturday, that means you'll have just enough time to make the second showing in over here at Bootsy's. Bootsies, you know Bootsy's?
Bootsy's?
You know Bootsy's?
At night?
Well,
yeah,
okay, well, I will tell. Well, if you go to Bootsy and if you bring the bartender, she's an old friend. If you bring the bartender, basically like 2 huge bars of dark chocolate, she'll put in a good word for you, and she'll be able to give you kind of a number on the set.
Huge bars. Okay.
Yeah. So if you go to, but you probably won't make it the first showing, but if you sign up for the second, that one is probably good. So just take that one.
So we're gonna kibosh the Saturday matinee.
No. You can do the Saturday matinee, but you have to do the second show at Bootsy's, like the night show, like the 10 p.m. slot.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I can do the matinee at Gary's Tavern because Gary's Tavern always.
Yeah, you can do a Sunday. Yeah, Gary's open on Sunday. They have great brunch.
You always wanted to do the matinee.
I've always wanted to do a matinee.
You see, like I'm saying, it's all about exploring. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. You can kind of see why
you had to do.
You can kind of see why it didn't go well. Yeah. I get distracted very easily. Can I see your You guys have emblems? You guys have one on you? Any of you?
You
would, you would all have one.
Thing?
Yeah, you would all have an emblem from the Golden Vault to denote yourselves.
Is it a booty?
No, it would just be kind of like it would usually be either a gold coin or a pin, or a small pin, or sometimes it's a just like kind of like a wax seal stamp.
Yeah, like this duplicate.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Are you guys? Wow. She kind of floats over to each of you and kind of gives you all like a full examination. You see her eyes kind of glow a little bit as she does so. And she kind of looks it over you and hovers around. She goes, sorry, just give me a second. Just kind of doing my due diligence. Uh-huh. She kind of floats over to Gummy first and kind of goes, huh. Okay. She floats over to Gunther and goes, oh. She kind of looks at you. She kind of looks at you, Gunter goes, I'm sorry for your loss. She kind of floats over to Kaka. Oh, you poor thing. Floats over.
I'm a bird.
Floats over to Mirabelle. Wow. And she kind of looks, kind of takes a little bit longer, goes, huh. Yeah, that looks about right. Then she floats over to Drazil. Kind of floats over from you and goes, oh. Huh. You and I are gonna get along. Interesting. Well, you guys are good with me. She kind of floats back over and goes, it's really bad in there. Marcus is using the book to conjure something. He's like been at it for a while. Well, that's kind of his plan. And we kind of found that out. That was his plan when he first got the book. He figured that he could summon something, blah, blah, blah. Crazy guys with ideas. Anyway. There are some cultists in there too, because they're also crazy. There's a lot of crazy people in this house. They're doing all types of crazy stuff. There's one guy who got bit by something that kind of looked like a puddle with eyes and mouths. That wasn't great. Yeah. There's a thing that has hooks for hands. That's also not good.
Ooh.
Yeah, that got Larry.
Not Larry.
Yeah.
Not Larry.
Yeah. Larry was really nice.
Larry.
I really liked Larry.
Yeah, he seems like a cool cat.
But the weirdest part is that I think the actual house changes.
Oh no.
I think that's the weirdest part.
What do you mean it changes?
Well, it's like the house moves. Like sometimes it's like, oh, I just left this room, and then I go back and it's a different room. And I don't like that.
The cube.
Yeah, it's all bad. It's all bad.
So it's not like a consistent layout. It's just like always changing, or is there like?
I don't know how often it kind of did that.
A system to it.
I don't. We kind of bid it before that. But okay. But we did have a camp on a bluff on the south side of the mansion. So if you guys go there first, you'll find.
Do you wanna lead us over there? Like, is it far? It
kind of floats up. Oh, I can go with you.
Yeah, I guess
Oh. Okay, cool. Wow. Yes, I would love that. Great. You can call me Ellie, by the way.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Ellie.
Elra's my mother. Who is probably very worried.
Oh.
But it's okay. Before we go further, because we really should hurry. I don't know if you guys have a coin, which means you have a handler.
That's right.
Is your handler's name Joanna?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you can see a sad smile appear on Ellie's face. Okay. Well, at least she better late than never. Okay. I'll help you. Awesome. I'm going to, so the way this head thing works, by best of my understanding, is one of you has to kind of agree for me to be able to haunt you, for lack of a better term. Basically just means I can't leave within a couple feet of you. So otherwise I'm kind of stuck here where my body used to be. And she kind of like looks over to where you guys just see a sword halfway through a tree and a boot.
Oh, no.
He goes, yeah, I love those boots.
Those are some nice boots.
Thank you. Well, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any one of us that you would prefer to be near for the duration?
No, I can't really do anything but talk like this. So,
well,
yeah.
I would suggest probably not Gummy. Anybody else?
Oh, see, I was gonna nominate Gummy for that.
Okay.
I feel like that's.
You don't think that they'll get distracted?
I mean, if
I'm
they
sure
do,
we'll be fine.
Alright.
It'll be fine.
Is that okay with you, Gummy? Do you consent to the haunting?
Yeah, I guess I could be haunted.
Cool.
Okay.
She floats over to you and goes, okay,
This ain't gonna hurt, is it?
I don't know. And she kind of just goes through you. She turns into like a blue mist and kind of goes through, kind of like past your sunglasses, into your eyes and out of your ears as like a mist, and then reforms like maybe 2 or 3 feet behind and above you. Goes, ooh. Oh, okay. I can move now. I am no longer tethered to this place, I think. We'll find out. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry. It makes you feel any better. Actually, that wouldn't make you feel better. Never mind. Let's go that way. Oh wait, I don't have hands. She kind of you feel your minds kind of linger and to like avoid, and then you feel a thought that's not quite your own enter your brain, in terms of it's just a direction. She goes, oh, I can do that way.
Was that for all of us? We could feel it, or just Gummy?
Just Gummy.
He's haunted.
Just
Okay,
Gummy.
okay.
I'm going that way.
You all travel south. You find to a small bluff right behind the mansion, outside the gate, just outside the forest, on the opposite side of where you guys drove in. You guys see a it has an unobscured view of the south wall of the mansion, actually. She found like a clearing or a break in the trees where she just has a clear view of the south side of the mansion. I'll say, you, at this mansion you find, again, it's been a while that this thing has been here. It seems that it's obviously at a really good hiding place, because of the fact that it's still even here. It hasn't even been ransacked. It's just here still. You see a fire pit, a smaller fire pit. You also see a couple of tents that have been blown over by the wind. You also see some duffel bags, as well as some other small things, half broken arrows, some pieces of garment, some gloves, things like that. Anybody who would like to, go ahead and give me a investigation check. Should be around here somewhere. Gummy, you can make it with advantage.
Oh, I will. I will make an investigation check with advantage.
Well, I'm not really investigating much.
Oh, I sure am.
Good job, Gummy.
Oh, I'm investigating.
What did you get?
23.
23. All right, on a 23, you guys see a couple things. Specifically, you see, you rummage through, you find a couple bags of gold. I'll roll here to see how much gold you find. You find 2 pouches with 15 gold each, some just small change. You find as well. Let me go ahead and roll the 23. You get one of these. Ooh, okay. You find 2, and someone marked this in their inventory if they want to. So you find 2 small patches of gold, 15 gold each, and then you also find 2 kind of smaller pouch. You find next to those 2 smaller pouches a kind of larger duffel bag that seems to be carrying like a crate inside. And after you open that bag, you find like basically what's remnants of kind of like a transportation of different tinctures and vials. And she goes, "Oh, this bag is a bag where we held all of the all the potions and stuff like that from when we that we were deployed on. There should still, I don't think we took all of them. I think there should be one in here. You guys find 1 potion of greater healing in here. So somebody mark that off. You find 1 potion. That's 1d or 4. That's 4d4 plus 4. So it's a good amount of healing.
Taking that one.
Who needs it the most? Who usually gets injured?
I know Kakaw got also Gummy too. So
yeah, we got ouchies.
Okay, then you guys, one of you take it.
Okay. As a kind of just general rule for potions, I might have mentioned this previously, but if not, I'll mention it here because it's my game and I'm gonna make the rules that I want. You can either for any potion you can use a potion as a bonus action and roll the dice, or you can use an action to take the potion and take the full amount. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So. But a bonus action if you want to just use it normally, and if you're like, no, 44, so that's 16 plus 4 is 20. So if you just need 20 healing, you can use an action to take the potion. Okay, cool.
Yep.
You also finally find probably the most important piece of evidence or thing here. You see Gummy, you're kind of looking as you guys are going through. She goes, it should be around. There it is. And you feel kind of like the need to turn, and you see a bag, a green and black bag, kind of backpack, kind of roughed up, half open, kind of sitting next to a tree and kind of tied to one of the limbs of the tree, one of the branches of the tree, to kind of secure it and hide it. You also see it covered by some foliage. You go to it and you see a bunch of different things. You see a couple diaries, a couple small notebooks and some pencils and pens with a bunch of different notes. You see as well a set of thieves' tools. So for those of you who want those, you guys get an extra set of thieves' tools. And then you see specifically this map. I'll put in the chat here and I'll show everybody on screen. So you see this map specifically, a hand-drawn map, and she just goes, okay, so we were able to send some familiars in. We had Larry had a familiar that he was able to kind of see through. It was a rat, actually, really, really cute. But he was able to kind of infiltrate the mansion and see through his eyes, and he was basically our scout. And yeah, he was able to kind of, through that, make some sketches, and this is kind of what we found. You see as well, she goes, okay, I think I wrote some notes here. You kind of look through, Gummy, you also look through your the journals as she's kind of guiding you as well. She goes, okay, so this one, Marcos has a room on the 3rd floor where he's performing, where he does all of his like really like, I am so evil. Yeah, let me. All right, so that's on the 3rd floor. Okay, so that's where he does all of his evil stuff. Are you paying attention?
Yeah, 3rd floor, evil stuff.
Put the calendar away for now.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Here's another thing that we found that was kind of weird. There's like a cave. There's like a big cave room underneath the basement, and it has these 4 really big crystals. I don't really know what that's for, but that is a thing that exists. So yeah. that's what that thing at the bottom is. It's like under the house. It's probably super evil. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Probably super evil.
Yeah, probably super evil.
Is that a one-way cave, or is there another entrance into that?
On a scale like Megamind to
Megamind?
On what?
Like on a scale like Megamind to Xenos, like
what is that?
Are we talking?
Did that come out in the last couple of years? Because I've been dead.
Megamind to Xenos.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. The reference is lost. Don't worry.
Okay. Because I've been dead. So.
Are you just mad salty that you lost one fight and you just want to fight that dude again?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to run it back?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't.
How bad do you want that run back?
I can't. I don't have limbs.
You trying to? All right. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, it would be kind of sweet if he died, though. It would be kind of sweet, you know.
I mean, you're haunting them.
Okay.
But anyway,
a test of your reflexes.
What I would say, and then also, this is the most important thing here. You see on one of her notes on the back of the map, you see a word there, and it's pronounced, or it's spelled like this. Okay, and she goes, okay, so I think it's Krokulmar. Krokulmar. I don't. If anybody wants to, they can give me. Let's call it a history or religion check.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a go. The old college try on religion. That's yep. I'm a cleric that doesn't know religions.
I'll go for history on this one.
Sure.
Maybe I'll come up with something. Okay, 17.
17. You don't know really what that word particularly means, but you do know the language. It is abyssal.
Ah. So Satan.
Huh?
That's definitely evil.
Yeah, so it's an evil word, I think.
That's definitely evil.
Is it an evil word? Anyone know? Is this an evil word? You look like you know.
It's pretty
like on a scale of 1 to 10, how evil?
From a scale of Megamind to
I don't understand this reference. I've been dead. Is this a movie I need to see?
One of them.
It's a cult classic.
Oh,
yeah.
The other one's pretty.
Before your
Or I guess in your case, in a cult classic.
If I could die again, I would.
Super death.
I can't even haunt anybody. This is like I think this is the thing I do. I'm at least here for, I don't know how long I'm here, but I can't do it again. Anyway.
It's pretty evil.
All I know is that the members of this family are basically a bunch of rich people who didn't know what to do with all their money, and so they decided to study the kind of the multiverse and all this creepy shit, and they built their house out here so that way people wouldn't disturb them or know all the crazy shit that they're doing. So yeah.
Got it.
Cool. So that's all I have.
That's it?
Yeah, that's about it. We didn't get that far. We were kind of out. We weren't supposed to be here. This was not a hey, we could totally handle this. It's like, no, like you're sending rookies, to go and fight.
Well, why were you guys chosen then if your rookies were never really done anything like this before?
you see her kind of take a sad, kind of look down. He goes, well, I mean, I thought we could handle it, and I wanted to believe her. I did believe her. Foolishly.
You know she's really torn up about what happened to you guys.
Yeah, well. Can't think about it now, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of why we're here, is to do something about it. So.
I mean, we can't.
I mean, we can't.
Happened.
Yeah, we can't undo it.
Oh yeah, I'm super dead.
Yeah.
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 So it's too late for lay on hands. Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, I could have done that myself when I had a body, but.
Well, now you don't have any hands.
Now I don't. I have nothing to lay. You know.
Okay.
I can lay my head, but my head goes right to the ground. So.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I could lay on. I could lay on head, but I can't.
Oh, hold on. Whoa, hey.
What?
No.
What happened?
Nothing. You're right. No. Let's move on.
What'd I say?
We need to focus.
No,
we need to
no.
focus up. We need to
Yeah,
lock
focus
in.
up. We're focused. We're locked
How
in.
long have I been
Focus
dead?
up.
How long am I? What? It hasn't been that long, has it?
Just
How
don't
long
say
has it
stuff
been?
like that no more. Like,
Hey,
Why-
man, respect the dead.
It's kind of
right?
sus.
You know.
What kind of what?
It's
when-
okay. You know, it's things change.
I don't even know what half
Anyway.
these words mean.
Nah, fam. Remember us for real.
What?
Remember when we
What
were
is he
busting the
doing?
cat?
On God. On God.
On God, on God.
On God, on
What?
God.
What? On? Are you
On
all
God?
clerics? I don't.
Oh my God. No, just me. But I'm really good at the whole
My God, it's Tiamat.
converting. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Anyway.
this coin here.
Let's focus up. Let's focus up. So we have the map.
Tiamat. That must be exciting. I'm actually really excited.
No, I'm just
about
kidding. It's not. No, it's not. I'm just kidding.
We have
that.
the map.
That'd be
Nah, I'm just kidding.
crazy.
Anybody who wants to make a religion check, actually.
Oh, okay, we could try doing this again. Hopefully roll more than 4.
Yeah, hopefully the cleric understands.
Oh boy, 16 this time.
Just need to beat a 15 for this one.
Oh yeah, that was
Rolling
good.
high, no kizzy.
Yeah.
Oh, Gummy.
For real, for real.
Good job.
Damn,
For real.
Gummy? Nat 20?
Okay, so I was gonna say, Gummy, you roll with advantage on this specifically. Gummy, you
You don't need
feel on a nat 20, you kind of hear her kind of make a joke and things like that. But you're also connected to her spiritually now.
Oh.
You're starting to feel that this woman is. She's not dead. She is. Her body is not here. But and you're starting to understand something specifically that I don't even think you think she comprehends. Is that she has, although her body was gone, the fact that she's even here on a nat 20, the fact that she's even here is remarkable. You don't think that, you don't sense, because you're magically adept, you don't sense any resurrection spell. There's no magical item. You think this is just, she's here by nothing short of sheer will. Her sheer willpower and the force of her spirit. There's no other explanation. There's no magical item. There's no magical effect. She can't interact with the world around her. But you get the feeling that she is such a... Her sense of self, her sense of strength, her the code, whatever that is that she keeps to, is so true that she was going to be here until somebody showed up to stop whatever was happening at the bare minimum. And she was so mission driven that you're getting the sense on this religion check that can only be that kind of sense of wisdom and justice can only come from a few deities. You do sense a divine energy here. You do know immediately that she is a holy warrior of some kind. And I would say on a nat 20 with your kind of, you could probably pinpoint this to one of, as you begin to narrow it down, you begin to think one quality stands out to you in terms of like who she is. And it's this sense of unbridled, unmitigated thirst for justice. And you feel the power of Bahamut like inside of her so strong that it's her belief in her mission that is keeping her here and nothing else. So even if her body failed, her spirit did not. She kind of goes, okay, anyway, so how are you guys gonna get into the, this is your, clearly I didn't know what I was doing, so I'm all ears. I'll provide any information that you guys want, but I am going to just kind of hang out and yeah, bye. And you see her just turn into a small blue moat and just kind of float right next to, like, in the same spot, but just kind of float next to Gummy and behind.
So there was like a secret path or something, or did I?
No, you didn't see anything.
Okay. Well, how did they approach? Did she disclose that? I missed, I think, the first.
I would say in the I would say in the I would say in the notes that you got, from all the context, you can see that they kind of try to approach it from multiple vantage points. They did a lot of scouting, but they probably, you could tell they just kind of walked in the front door. Now that doesn't mean that's not the worst option. It's not the best option. It's just the option they chose.
Okay. And what are the, just to review again, what are the options of entry?
Give me just a general perception check.
General perception check.
General perception!
Well, that sucks.
Oh no, he is not perceiving.
You have no idea. What you do see, though, as you guys are kind of circling and getting back to kind of like the front gate of the mansion and kind of just trying to get their bearings around you, you see this 3-story mansion kind of stands alone in this clearing. Alabaster walls, windows on all 3 levels, a closed double door on the ground floor. No groundskeepers, no animals. The area around the mansion is very quiet.
What do we think? What are we thinking?
Well, first, we should probably, I mean, I guess we can try the same way that they went in, but something tells me that's probably not the best approach.
Yeah,
so
through
if
the
anybody
front door...
else wants to do some scouting around, because clearly I'm not seeing anything. That's my problem.
I'm down for some scouting.
Yeah,
let's do some investigating around the house.
On cap, for real.
Yeah, I got a magnifying glass right now.
I'm fucking stupid.
No fucking kizzy, bro. Like, no kizzy.
No kizzy out.
No
kizzy. You're my twizzy.
For real.
No kizzy.
This is bustantly.
So I guess how do we want to scout out? Do we want to split up as we're scouting, like check out different areas? Or
yeah, we should probably split up.
Stay as a unit.
On God.
I mean, to make it more time efficient, probably split up and meet back here in a certain amount of time.
So who's going what direction?
Yeah, who's Scooby in this case?
I am a bird.
I'm Scooby.
Oh shit. Okay.
Which means I could be. Oh, he's okay. I could be Shaggy.
I say we just split up into 2 groups. Who wants to go with whom?
I like all you guys. So
I'm going with
Kaka. You pick me. You pick me. Oh,
okay. There's 3 different directions we can approach this from. We already know that there's the front door. There's also the east side. There's the west side, and then there's the side coming from the back of the mansion. So, who wants to go where?
I say not the front door. So
Well, yeah, we're already ruling out the front door, so it's
yeah,
basically
the back,
left,
the east.
right, or behind.
Yeah.
What? I mean, I can check out back door.
From the map. Where? Let's see. How many doors are there? Are there a ton of doors?
It's a lot of windows.
Yeah, there are a fuck ton of windows.
Yeah, we're not looking necessarily for doors. We're looking for entrances.
Okay, so there's just a shit ton of them. Where's the front door on the first floor?
At the front of it.
Where's the front?
Do you see the side with the stairs?
It's at the
It's
bottom.
on the other side.
It is at the bottom. Bottom.
I see.
Bottom middle.
Center.
Yes, bottom center.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And then everything else is a window.
And again, yeah, and she did. And again, based off your notes on your nat 20, you did see that if you just say all those words, if you say like the word that was given to you earlier, it will open the windows. With your nat 20 on your investigation.
So, I guess the that right hand side, or no, left hand side, should have the one side with the 3 windows. I guess I'll go try to investigate that part if anybody wants to come with me.
All right, I'll go with you.
Oh, okay.
We can both go. We'll both.
Yeah. We'll both go. Sure.
So we're just gonna do 3, 1, and 1, or are we just doing 3 or
3 and 2?
We want to just
3 and 2.
3 and 2.
Or 3 and 3 if you're including.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah. See, this works out. So I guess we'll take the left.
Oh yeah, I should probably tell you guys mechanically before we go any further about Ellie. So Ellie.
There you go.
So yeah, Elra, but she told you to go by Ellie because Ellie's her mom, or Elra's her mom.
Elra's mom.
She is basically useless. Any other way, she cannot interact with any objects. She is just a head that talks, and occasionally can give Gummy. She gives Gummy advantage on any checks that also coincide with her own knowledge.
So, but can she say, like, if you're doing investigation or perception, does she roll too, or is she just applying help? She
does not have her own stat block. She will assist Gummy when appropriate.
All right, Gummy, you get advantage for everything.
Not everything.
Most things.
Not even most things.
All right, one thing.
You will.
One thing.
Well, because she did not see the whole house, so she can't help you in a place that she's never been before.
Right.
So, and she is now tied. She is now tied to like his body, in a way, in terms of like, his physical ability. So the only thing she can offer uniquely outside of Gummy is what she knew before she died. So she can't like help with perception because her eyes are just as good as his.
Gotcha.
So what are we doing?
Well, if everybody's okay with the plan, I guess me, Mirabelle, and Brazil will check out the kind of sort of the left-hand side of the manor, and then Gummy and Kakal will check out the right-hand side, and I guess we'll just do our quick scout, and then we'll meet back here in 5-10 minutes.
That sounds like a plan. Good plan.
Or actually, we'll give it an hour. We'll give it an hour. In-game.
An hour?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah.
All right.
That's cool. Can cool with that?
That's cool. Who can in our party can fly? Is it just who is it?
Can fly? That's Gummy.
Just Gummy?
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Tanoops. He can't fly.
Kakal can't fly. Even though he's a bird. Got it.
But I'm a bird. Oh no. We hurt his feelings.
I will say
give Kakal a hug. Sorry, buddy.
I will say, because yeah, man, it's kind of dumb
What is kind of dumb?
Yeah, so I will say, you have, because are you wearing armor?
Who?
Is
Kakal?
who wearing more?
Oh, Kakal.
How do I know?
Probably wearing some kind of armor.
I have to check my inventory.
I don't think you
Equipment?
are.
Is it in
No.
equipment?
Yes, I do not believe you are wearing armor.
Nope, I just have weapons. And I have cloth clothing. And leather.
Okay.
And other things.
That being the case, I will say I'm going to make a ruling here. We're going to be using the new Aarakocra, not the old one. So you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed, which is 30 feet. You are a bird.
Oh my god.
I'm a fucking bird.
You have flight.
He can fly now.
You can fly.
Yeah, you
Okay,
have. Yeah,
two of
so
our party can fly now.
actually, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple changes to your sheet on the back end, but because I think you should be the new Aarakocra and not the old one. Oh, sorry, you're a Kenku.
Yeah, he's been a Kenku the
Yeah,
whole
you're
time.
a Kenku. I'm gonna say as a Kenku specifically, because I forgot you're not an Aarakocra. I don't want to take that away from you because I can't read. So.
I mean, that's if that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's be fair. I think this is okay. You tell me this is fair. I want you to roll because you're not wearing armor. I want you to roll an athletics check. Okay, on an athletics check, you can on a roll of let's call it on a DC 15. I'll allow you to fly. As an action, half your walking speed.
Okay.
If you fail, if you get like a 19 or higher, I'll say you can use your full walking speed. If you fail, I'll say that you. Well, actually, let's just see. Make an athletics check. I'm the fucking DM. I make the rules. I think birds should be able to fly.
You got it, Tanooks. Fly. Oh.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay. Well, no, that's good because if you're going to fail, you wanted to fail by a lot and not a little. You go 7 feet in the air, and you try to get it, but you just fall short. So you let me go ahead and see here. You take. Where's my 1 point of damage.
Oh.
As you try to fly up and just fall 7 feet in the air, you kind of land weird, and you realize that maybe now is not the time to try to fly.
All right. Ah! All right. What? Yeah, maybe.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Maybe these wings are more arms than wings.
I mean, you can always try again at some point.
I will flap harder next time.
That's the spirit.
Good idea. All right. Should we go ahead and split up?
If nobody objects.
Anybody?
Yeah.
I do not object.
All right, let's go. Let's get this done.
On today's episode of Split the Party.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
All right.
It's just like
On today's episode of Split the Party, we're gonna find out where we're gonna start here. So let's meet our contestants. Let's meet our groups. All right. So what is our who is our first group? Who's our first group?
I think it'll be myself, Mirabelle, and Brazil.
Okay. So group 1 is Mirabelle, Gunter, and Drazil. And where are you guys going?
We're
the west side, the left side, right?
Yeah, basically the left. If you're facing the entrance to the mansion, it's going to be the left-hand side.
Okay, so you're going to the west side. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Group 2.
It is me, Kaka.
Okay, Kaka,
Gummy Bambi.
Kaka, and Gummy are going
Numbers.
to. Yes, and you guys are taking which side?
Did you say east before, Gummy?
He's typing.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you guys are gonna take the east side. I'm just gonna roll.
West.
Let's see. Mirabelle, odd or even?
Odd.
Okay, it is you. So we're gonna start on the west side. You guys, again, are on the west side of the building. You guys still see the same thing. Not many doors, but you guys see windows on every level. 3 floors. What would you like to do?
Do either one of you want to try an investigation check? Because I wasn't really.
I can
catching anything.
I can try.
All right.
Here I go.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I got 21. It's like
21 for what? Why are we just? What are we just rolling? What are you doing?
Well,
I didn't even tell you
like-
to roll anything.
for
What
like
a wasted nat 22,
like
man.
something in the, like an open window or like a place like that I just like.
Okay,
how
that
to
would be
get
a
in.
perception check.
Oh, okay. But also, like, does anybody have detect magic to make sure there's no like, runes or anything?
Yeah, we can
keeping
cast
people
that.
out?
I will say, on a detect magic, it would give Drazil advantage, but not you.
Okay, yeah.
So, if you still want to roll, no problem. Or you both can roll.
I'll roll here.
Drizzle got that.
Yeah, I'll do the thing.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Perception with advantageous. Oh, we'll see if I even need it.
Oh, wow.
I did not. So 23.
23. And how does your detect magic work? In terms of like, how does it look?
Does it look?
Yeah. What does it look like when you cast detect magic?
This time I'm gonna get really cool glasses, and I get to see through the magic glasses.
You kind of conjure a magical set of shades, kind of like these poker shades that look like sunglasses that you would wear at a poker table. To everyone else, they seem opaque and something you can't see through, but for you, they unlock your vision as the first thing that is bombarded with you, that bombards your senses, is this sense of dread and worry and sickness and unease and tension and stress and anxiety as you see the entirety of the home in a sickly black, purple, and blue hue that is that almost kind of like stains the walls of this home. Not from an enchantment, but almost as if the house itself was infected with magic. You sense, specifically looking at this home, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Bad. That's nat 1.
Oh, no.
On a nat 1, you're not necessarily sure. I will say on a nat 1, you take 8 points of psychic damage. As you are just immediately, your mind and your senses are just taken aback by the sheer kind of the horror of what you're seeing. Like it's making you sick to your stomach. I will say though, immediately, because of the way detect magic works and the way that we're ruling it here, is that it gives you not just if it's not the school of magic, it's also akin to kind of divining relative origins of it, not specific sources, but a little. It's kind of like divine sense in a way. But instead of knowing about specific kind of races of entities, you get to know kind of their planar kind of origin, because all magic is kind of coded from all these realms and all of these places a little bit differently. And this one is one you've never seen before, but you know it instinctually thanks to this spell. It's from the Far Realm. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh, you got this. You got this.
And I'll say if you communicate with this with anybody else can make a roll as well.
I think senses wise, if I'm this overwhelmed, I wouldn't think to, but I rolled a 18 on a history check. Oh.
Okay. On an 18, you see something kind of innate in you, and you kind of look back and trying to think about, you were curious as to when you got your magic, so you did a little bit of preliminary research, and you know a little bit about the Far Realm, specifically about a lot of the kind of beings that exist. Specifically about the Far Realm. Not much is known about them, to be quite honest with you. But essentially, gravity and time are kind of absent in this space. The rules of physics are are super different, and they kind of meld into each other. It is a place of endless possibility, but also endless chaos and the inability to understand. The one thing that does kind of reach out to you specifically about the Far Realm is that the only thing that people know about the Far Realm is that it is home to a particular type of creature or entity known as a Mind Flayer. And you are certain that, if there was a Mind Flayer here, this would be much more difficult, way worse. But you are fairly confident that a Mind Flayer itself is not here. But the magic of the Far Realm is within this place. And you are starting to piece together the celestial part of the name, Celestial Codex, refers to the Far Realm itself.
We're gonna end up breaking concentration on detect magic.
Okay.
To just spell that, so I'm not in pain anymore. Yep. I'm not doing that again. It's bad.
What'd you see?
The whole house is coated in this inky, dark magic. It seems to originate from the Far Realms. Think Mind Flayer magic, but this isn't enough for an actual Flayer to be here. So that's good news. But that doesn't bode well for the meaning of what the Celestial Codex is.
So this bad man is doing bad magic inside there.
Yep.
What you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I kind of assumed as much.
I'm going to have to sit for a second.
Yeah, you rest. Gunter and I will take a look around, see what we can see with our eyes.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
A 5. I'm not seeing shit.
So how close are the windows on the
first floor?
Side? On the first floor.
On the first floor, they are ground level windows.
Ground level windows. Okay.
Maybe a hedge or shrubbery between you two.
Are they kind of clear, or are they kind of, is there? Would it be hard?
You would have to get a little bit closer to walk through to look through a window for sure, but yeah. Okay. I mean, they're large, grandiose windows.
Okay, I'm gonna try to approach the window or get close enough to where I could look in, but I'm not gonna just be standing directly in front of the window. Okay. I'm gonna be kind of off to the side of it,
Okay.
And then just kind of peer in.
I'll say, give me a stealth check first, and then depending on that stealth check, it will depend on your perception check. So give me a stealth check first.
He's peering?
Well, that didn't work.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna make this roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Alright. Let me think something real quick here. Yeah, it's too late to do anything else with that, so I guess I'll just go ahead, roll this in. Okay, 13 is roll number 1. 22 is
22.
roll
Okay, so a 13. On a 13, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
As you look through the window of the Delphi mansion, I would like you to describe what your father looks like for me.
All right. I'm just gonna check my. Since it's been a while, I'm just gonna check to see if my background had anything. Okay, like that got cleared out. He's gonna be kind of like an older dwarf with like kind of like some, like a small like pair of glasses, and like where my character's hair is still kind of like in that grayish thing, his is just like straight up white. Yeah, I mean it's pretty standard standard looking dwarf,
Okay.
Other than, some more, I guess you could say, like fancier clothing than you would normally see, just because he was a successful, like, architect, craftsman kind of thing, and he's been traveling around through all parts of the globe. So.
And your father's name. You don't have one. You can make one right now.
Yeah, you could just go ahead and make one right now.
Okay. I will say, would you find it appropriate? I think based off of the story, kind of where you came from, I think you have your father's name. I think you have your father's name.
It's Gunter Sr.
I think you see your father there, staring back at you. I was almost on the opposite side of the window. And as you catch your own reflection, you are taken back to the young, the middling teen dwarven man that you were on that boat the last time you saw your father. Instead, in the window, you don't see your own reflection. You see this boy becoming man, reflecting upon the mirror, as if your current visage is no longer there, but your father you see clear as day. You see him, and he looks strong, and he looks proud. He smiles for a moment. And although you know the window pane is between you, as he begins to move his mouth, you swear you can hear him as he kind of almost in a muffled sound says, "My boy, look at the man you've become. Are you proud of him? This man you see before you?" He kind of waits and looks at you. And you are kind of standing there kind of shocked.
Yeah.
Almost as if you're not even really believing what you're seeing. Your reflection is kind of glitching out between the young boy and the 20-year-old man, and he kind of sits there, and his reflection is kind of glitching out, but not in a subtle way, as like his body is changing and morphing. And then he waits about a second too long, and then he says, "Because I am surely not." Kaka, you are on the other side of the house. You're on the east side with Gummy. What are you two doing?
Oh man, I'm kind of bummed he left. I was kind of hoping he had a plan.
Well, what you guys, let's he's kind of having a conversation with Ellie on the side. They seem to be really hitting it off. She seems to really be helping him with his scheduling. But you get there and you kind of surveying. You're seeing this. You see the same thing. You see windows. You see hedges. What do you do?
Man, shit. That's a good question, brother. We survey.
You want to take a look? You can make a perception check for me.
Wait, are we still on the first floor?
Yeah. Unless
you're on the ground outside.
You're on the ground
Unless
floor.
you want to try
floor.
to like fly up and look into the upper floors, but
yeah, it's a 3-story building with windows on every floor, but you're on the ground floor right now, just outside the building on the east side.
I mean, flying didn't really work, so I mean, I guess like if first floor is ground floor, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if there's windows on the ground floor, I could always try to peer through one of those.
Okay. Are you trying to be sneaky, or are you just walking up to the window?
I mean, I gotta be a little sneako.
Give me a sneako check.
Hold on, let me see sneako. Stealth?
That involves a chair.
Did you mean stealth?
Yes, I meant
Okay.
stealth. Sorry.
Oh my god.
A nat
20, baby.
20. I'll say on a
Let's
natural 20. You've had a rough couple of weeks. The last couple of missions have not necessarily ended good for you. You feel, and especially you trying to fly did not feel good for you either, but this is what you're good at. Yeah, everybody else is kind of in the Thieves Guild, but you're the only real thief among them. You are the only real sleuth, the only real kind of person whose skills are the most valued in these types of scenarios. You are back to where before you met them, when you were just trying to find small trinkets and baubles and small shiny objects for you to collect and hoard and steal and take and catch. And as you approach the window, something does catch your eye. In the window, on the other side, you sneak up to the window without any problem whatsoever. Seamlessly, almost phasing through the shrubbery as it makes no sound. I'll say if you want, you have the password to open the window, or if you just want to take a look through, I'll say you have advantage.
Why not both?
If you want to look through first, you can.
Well, I don't want to open it without.
Okay,
without
sure. Give me
gang
a perception
approval,
check.
So I'll definitely perceive. I don't have any questions. So please give
Now,
me-
I will say, are you looking at the window closest to the front of the house or closest to the back? What do you think?
If they went never eat some. Probably the front.
Okay.
Is it perception?
Yep.
Bam.
Not bad.
With advantage.
Does that
Oh.
mean go again?
Yes, it means go
Yes.
again and take the higher number.
That's what I was hoping it did. I take 13.
Okay, 13. On a 13, you look and see specifically kind of a hallway lined with large paintings of different individuals. You can't quite make the detail out of that, but the things that you notice specifically are two right next to the window, kind of where you're at, and equally sparsed out all the way down farther than you can see right now, are kind of suits of armor, kind of decorately placed throughout the hallway. What do you do?
I want to report, but I mean, I would tell Gummy. I'll tell Gummy what I saw.
You turn to see Gummy, and you do not see him.
Gummy? Gummy, no? Gummy? Hold on, let me try this. It's his favorite song. Gummy.
You are immediately distracted by the continual flame that is lighting the hallway on these candles that are mounted on the wall, until you hear the breaking of a window that shatters not only the glass but the silence in the area. On the opposite side of the house, as you look through the and you're kind of looking around, and I will ask you, Kaka, at the sight of, or at the sound of the glass shattering, where do you look? Where does your instinctual body like point to? To the sound or away from the sound? Or anywhere else?
Probably because Kaka. I feel like if you like alert a bird, they just leave. But I mean, before they leave, I think they usually look. So I'd say probably towards the sound, but also because I love bits of glass. So if I hear glass shattering, I'm like, hey, what? Hey, yo.
You look into the hallway, into the window, and you see. Give me one last perception check.
Oh no. Yo, Gus, blow on my clicking finger. Yeah. No, I don't want to. I don't need to know what perception means. Just let me click it. Yeah.
On a 13, you look.
Ooh, 2 13s.
And you see, on the other side of the window, you hear it before you see it. You hear after you hear the shattering of glass, you hear the dragging of feet on carpet, and then you see a small miniature gong roll out of the darkness towards the window and gently knock the window open.
The one I'm at?
Yeah.
Oh! Can I like maybe not be
What do you do?
I'm gonna try to like make myself not seen, I guess.
You go to.
I know I kind of am, but
you go to, as the window opens inward. You go to begin to hide until a voice creeps up behind you, and you hear kind of a nasally, crackly voice go, "Uninvited guests are not welcome in my home."
I wasn't even in it. I'm gonna.
And that's what we'll stop for today.
Oh my god!
Thank you guys for watching so much on the RPG show. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all check me next week's on Detect Thoughts. See you later, you fucking nerds. Adios. us. Goodbye.
I'm gone.